opening night for these two teams in this new NBA season.
And we've been waiting all summer, BA, to kick this thing off. So much excitement, so much hope, so much possibility. I'm sure both of these teams are going to come out with a lot of jitters and nervous energy, but we're going to settle in, and we're going to see the highest level of play right in front of us. It's time for the NBA to get it started.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3 slot. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And the vision is far past his years. Williams with great decision-making.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Well, it's rare to see a young player as efficient as Jalen Williams, Brent.
BA, it's been remarkable, especially when you factor in that this guy is relied on for a lot of shooting. I mean, his shooting volume is very high. This is a blossoming star for this team, and I'm not sure we can put a ceiling on what that potential is. Love the aggressive play right there from Kyrie when he gets into the paint. Determined to score, but for sure get contact.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
What a jam by Williams, just springing off the floor and throwing it down.
Irving for 3. Pass to Marshall for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss, and it's now 11 consecutive wins for them. They are clicking right now.
It's been impressive, and the question now really is, who's going to figure out a way to stop this crew? Each time out, they're finding new ways to win. That is dangerous for your opponent. Really, a myriad of ways in which they're coming at you.
Now here's Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Thompson. Lively passes to Thompson. Dort with a steal. Holmgren with it, and Lively picks him up defensively. Williams in the post. Marshall's there. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Williams from long range. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Mavericks have gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Takes a 3, and that one's good. Irving for 3. Irving's got 5 now.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Here's Hartenstein. No good with the triple.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now here's Davis. Against Atlanta, he was really on his game. Irving for 3. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Give him 8.
One of the quickest releases in the game. Kyrie staying a step ahead.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, BA. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Defense shaking their heads, no idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Now here's Davis. No made baskets yet.
And Williams getting his timing just right on the block. Defending with purpose.
And that one's good. Holmgren.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And he gets it back. Here's Irving. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And Williams has got the ball here for OKC. Pass to Dort. The 3 is up. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And this is the area where Dort has really shown some massive improvement. Great touch from that range.
Davis missing again.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And stolen by Hartenstein. To the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. Tipped. Up top, Davis. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Oklahoma City ahead. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Thunder?
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And I don't know if everybody's getting in this block party flow, but that's what's happening tonight. They've done a great job of being aggressive on all the shooters.
Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 5 rebounds in the game.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
The Mavericks trailing. Irving looking around. That puts him in the lead. Irving's got 12 points.
And this is how explosive Irving can be. Such a clever and versatile scorer.
Williams against Davis. Williams misses.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Pass to Davis. And here's Irving. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And here's Thompson for 3. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
One of the most effortless strokes we've ever seen. Thompson can just make corner threes in his sleep.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Well, Irving is an excellent facilitator. He's going to have those big openings. He'll take advantage.
Hartenstein with a screen on Irving. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. 9 points in the game.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Davis from long range. The Thunder with the rebound.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Back to Irving. Pass to Thompson.
Lou Dort, one of the better defensive players in the NBA.
Thompson, no good. Outside, Williams. Down low, Hartenstein. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. The Mavericks have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Irving for 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
On the wing, Irving. Dort with a steal. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Holmgren, the pass to Dort. Holmgren with a screen on Irving. Back to Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Davis has got rebound number 7 tonight. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, here's Davis driving to the basket.
And it appears that he has totally lost his touch here in the second quarter.
Drills it from deep.
And Klay Thompson, one of those guys where you hit the switch as a lights-out shooter.
Hartenstein with a screen on Irving. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein's got his first 2 points. It's Lively, high post. He's against Hartenstein. Thompson finds Lively. Here's Irving. Lively with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Puts up a 3. Here's Lively. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 7-point Maverick lead.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Outside, Williams. Got a piece of it. And they'll keep possession. Irving fires from way outside. And so it's Dallas closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. Back to the game after this break.
And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days? And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the Thunder.
They haven't been close.
And that'll do it for us.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game. He's been everywhere.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
Now you can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Spencer Dinwiddie is out there with Dante Exum. And it's Martin in at small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Williams, a screen on Dinwiddie. The 3 from Mitchell. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, BA, I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run. And honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court.
Yeah, use the height, use the reach. Devastating effect, Daniel Gafford.
The 3 from Mitchell. Gafford grabs the miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Washington outside. From downtown, hits a 3-pointer. Washington's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Williams. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pass to Gafford. Washington outside. Martin outside. There's the triple. Exum outside. Washington outside. Fires in the triple. Washington's got 6 here in the quarter.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
From deep, Mitchell. Excellent D there from Dinwiddie.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And every season, Dinwiddie just seems to get better, wanting to take on more and more responsibility. You have to appreciate his work ethic.
Williams with the screen to the inside. Can they get it? And Williams punches it home.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Here's Exum. Here's Gafford. And the shot goes in. Gafford's gotten his second bucket.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Wallace. Lets it go from deep. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got 4 rebounds in the game. Dinwiddie finds Gafford. Dinwiddie outside. Gafford with the ball. Over Mitchell. Williams grabs the board. Thunder trail by 18. Wallace outside. Into the lane. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Surefire. One-handed stuff.
Yeah, with his focus, he's not going to miss that. Exum outside. Lets it go. And that one no good to start off the night.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Williams a screen on Washington. Inside. Stolen by Gafford. And here's the fast break. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Alex Caruso. Dallas shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. Mitchell with the ball. He's scoreless. Lets the 3 fly. The Mavericks pull it in. Gafford's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, he's just really struggling right now. And with everything he's throwing up, nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Washington's shot is good.
Maybe they expended too much energy in the first half. They just look tired here on the defensive end.
Caruso, the pass to Williams. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Caruso. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
He drops it from range.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Outside Mitchell. Second chance shot with 4 on the clock. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And good whistle there.
Oklahoma City shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here. First one falls for him. And Williams drops them both. Here's Irving. Davis from long range. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the 4th. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. Kenrich Williams is out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
What stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And there's another thing going on right now for them that has to get their confidence up, and that's the three ball. I mean, it's been falling for them, and they're locked in, and that outside shot going, that's a big difference maker. Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Dort, the pass to Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
There's Marshall. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Here's Irving. And he drives in. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
Well, if he wants to, Kyrie can drive at will. He's got out of this world shake and bake moves.
It's Dort on the wing. Williams from long range. And the three-pointer goes.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
Yeah, defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance.
Irving for three. Williams grabs the board. Thunder trail by 12. And Williams punches it home.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
Dort's shot is good. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
Just keep seeing more and more evidence about Jalen Williams being the total package, a swingman who scores it, rebounds, passes, and can defend.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot. Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Tries a three off the inbound. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game. He takes it in, and Williams punches it home.
Wow, what a move by Jalen Williams. Offensively, he just has the whole package.
Irving for 3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got 11 points in the quarter.
Again, it's Jalen Williams. He is in a groove, playing with confidence. Just keep finding him.
Pretty finish in close by Davis.
Reliable approach, getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Davis with a rebound. Dallas leading by 8. Pass to Marshall. Outside Irving. Launches a 3. No luck on that one.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
scanning the floor. Knocks down the triple. And it's an 11-point Maverick lead.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
The Thunder with another miss. Here are the Mavericks now with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered for them, and it's Marshall penetrating.
Well, we've seen Davis expand his game. You can see it there with the playmaking.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. No good. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. Showing that there, the far Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent.
tipped off, Richard. How important is it to get things off to a good start?
I'd say it's fairly important, but this is a long season, Kevin. It's about sustaining a high level of play consistently.
Now Sacramento starting 5. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Malik Monk out there with Levine, and it's Sabonis in at the 5 spot. Now here's Thompson. Fires from deep. Monk grabs the board. In the corner, Murray with it. The kick out to Sabonis. 5 on the clock. Monk outside. From deep three-point land. The shot misses. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jason Kidd and I talked a few minutes ago. We talked about tackling the quote-unquote Sabonis problem. Coach said, we want to challenge Sabonis as early and often as possible. We'd rather see him pass the ball than find his own shot, especially inside. Though they'll try to battle him on the paint. We'll see how that works out. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And Richard, talking about Anthony Davis for a second here. When healthy, still one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, his health has always been a question mark for quite a while, Kevin. But make no mistake, when AD's good to go, he's one of the best players in the world. Well, it took them 5 tries, but they showed they can make a basket, I guess.
Thompson passes to Davis. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
The Kings have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Count the basket.
What determination from Levine, finding his finish despite the contact.
Outside Irving. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Murray.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
And it's DeRozan missing. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Marshall. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
His passing has always been a staple of his career. Not too many are better at dishing than Kyrie.
Murray, no good. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field. The kick out to Irving. A three-pointer is right on target.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's DeRozan. And the basket is good.
Working to find the high percentage look. DeRozan makes sure he converts.
Irving against Monk. Irving passes to Davis. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Left side, DeRozan. Takes it inside. 2 points. That one goes.
Now that's his dribble drive. That's one of DeMar DeRozan's superpowers.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Now here is Davis following the miss by DeRozan. Sabonis with the steal. A floater, and Davis sends it back.
You can't take that shot in front of Davis. His reach is high. Come on, man. That was never going to happen.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game. That one is off. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
And then Monk with the dunk.
Turns on the Jets for that drive. Monk's quickness is sometimes deceptive.
Irving kicks to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Murray, the pass to Sabonis, and the slam dunk by Sabonis.
How about the playmaking ability of Murray? Outstanding dime in that screen and roll.
Pass to Lively, and the call will be against Derek Lively. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Sacramento's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Levine, and it's blocked.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Ooh, that's a clever pass there by Kyrie, getting the ball to the guy for the better look.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. The shot's good from Monk. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Right side to Rosen. That will count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
They've got Klay Thompson. Davis is out there with Derek Lively. Then there's Irving. And it's Marshall in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much.
Known as a shooter, Thompson's size allows him to score inside as well.
And for Klay Thompson, Richard, he's entering a different part now of his career.
And it happens to all of us. Father Time is undefeated. But Klay's game, his ability to hit threes as an elite level, that is not going anywhere, Kevin.
Here's Davis, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Irving can't get it to go. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Monk kicks to Sabonis. Back to Monk. Sabonis is screen on Lively. The kick out to Sabonis. Buries the long-range jumper. Sabonis has got his third basket of the night.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now here's Irving. He has 5. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Now, here's Monk. Last game we saw him score 13. Sabonis, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Irving with the ball. Now defended by Levine. Puts it up. The offensive rebound. Davis finds Thompson. Off target from outside. The Kings leading. Here's DeRozan. Here's Sabonis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Sabonis is the type of big that every team wants. Athletic, facilitates, great screener, and he finishes around the rim. He does so much.
Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
DeRozan, that's good.
He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice. But he's gotten back on track here in the second.
It's deflected. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine.
And looking now at some numbers for Sabonis. Great showing for him last season. And he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is? What a tremendous asset to the team.
Sabonis does a great job of playing team defense. He's always in great position, and look, you just never question his effort.
6 on the shot clock. Now here's Monk, the fast break chance. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Irving. Here's Lively. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 7th assist in the game.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads. There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
1:12 left in the first half. A 3, Marshall. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Murray. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Hey, RJ, what about Keegan Murray? He made the immediate impact in the NBA as a rookie, setting a record for three-point shots made, and he has continued to build on it.
A bit of a surprise as the 4th overall pick in the 2020 draft. Murray was the right fit. Big part of Sacramento ending that 17-year playoff drought. And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from DeRozan.
And it's hard to believe that DeRozan's offense only continues to get stronger. And in this one, he's really showing us what he can do.
Oh, Davis absorbing the contact.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
The shot by Monk is no good.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
And it's good, 2 points. Thompson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Drops in the tray.
And since being drafted in 2014, Levine has put in the work to get his three-point shot where he likes it, really upgrading that deep game.
Here's DeRozan. The layup missed.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders. I thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
I would have loved to play with a guy like him. He's always looking to get teammates involved, dropping dimes, non-stop in the first half. And also,
Okay, so now, thanks for joining us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
On the court right now for the Kings, Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Lyles. And there's Fultz, then it's Ellis, and it's LaRavia in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Exum. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by Lyles. Now Fultz. Pass to Valanciunas to the left side wing. Lyles kicks to Fultz. Here's LaRavia. Near the 3-point line, it's Ellis. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Ellis has got the first basket of the second half here for the Kings. Well, we've seen this a few times, Richard. Players getting booed at home. And that's got to be painful for a player.
You get taken back a little bit. For some players, it's deserved, but it's always a surprise. But you have to be self-aware. Did you deserve to get booed? In most cases, it's true.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. There's Exum. Sacramento able to drain the 3. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And finished off by Fultz.
And for a point guard, Fultz is a great dunker. I mean, he gets up quickly off the ground to slam that one home. And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
On the inbound, and Gafford throws it down. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Pass to Valanciunas. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. And finished off by Fultz.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Now Fultz, after Dante Exum's three-pointer that didn't go. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And a bruising, fundamentally sound big man. Valanciunas is a throwback. More importantly, he's willing to play whatever role is asked of him.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Here's Washington. And that one comes up a bit short. Kings leading now by 3. Miles passes to Ellis. Driving the lane. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. No good on the 3.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
In the corner, it's Gafford. Dallas again missing. Sacramento's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Here's Wiles. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Kings shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. He hits the second from the line. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Exum. A three-pointer, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. Excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
Dinwiddie, and he finishes nicely on the way. Dinwiddie's got 5 points so far.
And a long combo guard, Dinwiddie can use that 6'5" height inside like a bigger player.
Pass to LaRavia. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Miles got the lead up to 4 now for the Kings. And it's Martin that time on the assist by Dinwiddie.
Just the definition of combo guard. Dinwiddie with a great pass that time.
And here's Ellis for 3. Rebounded by Gafford.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Exum. And it's all evened up.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Moravia passes to Valanciunas. To the right side. Good on the triple. He has 6.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Martin kicks to Dinwiddie. Gafford with the ball. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside. Here's Wiles. It's good. And now a 5-point Sacramento lead.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
It's stolen by Fultz. Here's Ellis. And the layup's good off the glass. Ellis has got his second bucket.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Big man on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Dante Exum is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Martin in at the small forward position. Now here's Fultz. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And the energy of Fultz, impressive. Has an ability to nail difficult shots over an aggressive defense.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. From the line, and with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Kyrie Irving.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Now, here's Fultz. Sabonis kicks to Fultz. Here he goes. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Davis.
And Fultz is a great dunker. Makes high-octane slams look effortless.
Thompson up top, guarded by Fultz. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
The Kings making a switch here. Levine's checked in. Now here's Levine. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. A shot by Sabonis. Nobody around. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Count that one, and the Kings lead has been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Kyrie Irving. Levine feeling it out a bit. Shoots. It's rebounded by Dallas.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Davis dishes to Marshall. Dallas moving the ball around. Levine against Thompson from the arc. Rebound by Murray. Kings leading now by 10. Levine wide open. It's rebounded by Dallas. Irving's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively. Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
On the wing to Rosen. Sacramento again missing. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Marshall. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Monk. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Kings.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
Once he gets to that bionic left leg of his, that launching pad, you better watch out because he loves finishing over bigger players.
Here's Irving. Drops in the layup for 2.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Now here's Levine. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Irving against Levine. It's rebounded by Sabonis. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Sacramento Kings. 6-point game. DeRozan's shot is good.
If DeMar DeRozan can't find penetration, he's got options. Look, this time he goes with the floater.
Here's Irving. In the corner, lively with it. The three from Davis. It's hauled in by the Kings. Murray finds Monk. That's in there. Murray with the assist. And it's an 11-point Sacramento lead.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Sacramento.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Domantas Sabonis.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
The shot by Thompson, no good. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. And finished off by DeRozan.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
DeRozan against Irving. DeRozan can't get the putback. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. Thanks so much, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for
It feels like the league is in a great place.
There is no doubt, BA, absolutely. To me, more talent in the league right now than potentially we've ever had before. And I don't just mean star talent. There's a depth of quality skill across the board. We know the shooting has revolutionized the game. It's going to be a fun year.
Now the starting group for the Sacramento Kings. The duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the 1. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3. Rebounded. Domantas Sabonis. Lets it fly. And DeRozan, here we go. Outside LaVine. Sabonis with a screen on Dort. LaVine finds Sabonis. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. And it's Dort with the ball for the Thunder. And it's now 11 consecutive wins for them. They are clicking right now.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. We played just over a minute here in the first. Well, Grant, the Kings, one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, BA. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
Now here's Holmgren. Turned in an outstanding game against Detroit. Shot clock at 6. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Here's LaVine for 3. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up.
LaVine's form is pure. That three-point shot is pretty.
The Thunder have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander drains the triple.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Out to Sabonis. LaVine surveys the D. Sabonis with a screen on Hartenstein. Back to Sabonis. From deep. Kept alive. Tries to save it. Hartenstein with it. Picked up by DeRozan. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Murray. Now here's DeRozan. Back to Murray. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to DeRozan. Clock at 6. Here's Ellis for 3.
With his length and athleticism and basketball smarts, how about the contest by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? Excellent defense.
It's Hartenstein, high post. And here's Dort. Hartenstein a screen. Dort, the pass to Hartenstein. Rebounded, Domantas Sabonis.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's LaVine for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Dort outside. from deep three-point land. Ellis with a rebound.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
The three from DeRozan. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now. Levine against Dort. Poke loose. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And a stunning play by Holmgren, using his long stride to bound up the floor on a one-man fast break.
Levine passes to DeRozan. Murray for 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
And he's good on the second.
3 shots.
And he makes all 3. Got it off in time. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Kings?
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor, a lot of the damage coming in transition.
On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then there's Zach LaVine, then it's Domantas Sabonis, and it's Ellis in at the point guard position. Now here's Williams. No points so far. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him. Shot from the wing. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Yeah, this is Sabonis in his zone. He makes scoring in the paint seem almost effortless.
Williams' shot is good.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's Ellis. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. The 3 from DeRozan. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Get it off before the defense can respond. DeMar in the catch-and-shoot game.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 33 points last game. Here's Hartenstein. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his 3rd before the half.
Thunder trail by 3. 3-pointer. They grab their own miss. Look at Chet using his size inside.
And this is what coach wants to see from Holmgren. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look.
Looking to get back on track. Here's Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't hit from in close.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now here's Sabonis. The 3 from DeRozan. Sacramento again missing.
And despite a struggle scoring the ball, they've done enough to build this lead.
DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few 3-point shots, Greg.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
From deep 3-point range, Ellis' shot is off.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here's Ellis. The Thunder making their last shot. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here we go. Pushing it up now. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That'll belong to Domantas Sabonis. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
I like the defensive pressure.
Oh, what a move! DeRozan, unbelievable.
Wow, and that vertical is unbelievable. DeRozan pulls off the jam. Those poor defenders.
Murray passes to Ellis. Levine with it. Picked by Sabonis. Wide open. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hardenstein's got 7 rebounds in the game. Hardenstein a screen. Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Sabonis with a screen on Hardenstein. Levine passes to Ellis. Going inside. And he throws it down with one hand.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Levine for 3. The triple goes for Levine.
And we've watched it for years, the floor stretching ability of Levine.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Out in Indiana, it'll be the Pacers against the Jazz. 7 p.m. Eastern is the tip-off.
This is the kind of game.
Let's switch back to the Sacramento Kings dealing with a thin margin at the half.
One thing that's helped tonight, their three-point shooting.
Appreciate you joining us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
They've got Williams, Mitchell out there with Cason Wallace. And then it's Alex Caruso, and it's Williams in at power forward. That's the group for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. When you look back at the history of the league, Doris, no position has evolved more than the center.
You know, B.A., that's a tremendous point because you look at some of the best players in the league, they occupy the 5 spot. They're asked to do so much. Defensively, protect the rim. Be able to switch out and guard smaller players on the perimeter. Now you're being asked to be able to make shots from 3. I mean, the big man's got a lot of responsibility in today's game.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Misses from short range. Sacramento has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Pass to Lyles. And a fast break now for the Thunder. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Good fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the defense back.
Larivia. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Lyles' shot is good.
Boy, that play developed just the way they wanted, and Valanciunas made sure they got the bucket. What a tremendous pass.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Man, the Kings have held tough, but it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Grant.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse, and the Kings have to find that next level.
Well, the Thunder will be building a new arena, Doris, right across the street from their current home.
Well, how exciting that the downtown arena is set to open in the 29-30 season with a 25-year lease. This secures the team's long-term future in Oklahoma City. And honestly, BA, this fan base is so passionate, they deserve it.
Here's LaRavia. Outside Monk, puts up a three. Offensive rebound to the left wing. Here's LaRavia, and he jams it home with authority.
Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for a lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there, but the result is an emphatic jam.
Yeah, sometimes aggression can overcome certain offensive limitations. You saw it right there. 1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Launches a three. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Sacramento leading by 3. Uneasy 2 on the layup. LaRavia's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, Markelle Fultz trying to be a better floor general, on time and on target. Do that consistently.
Wallace outside. Oh, stolen by Fultz. To the middle. Very pretty alley-oop. And the Kings lead by 7.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Monk passes to Valanciunas. To the wing on the left. Here's Lyles. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And it's Caruso with the ball for the Thunder. They trail by 7. Next up, they'll take on the Rockets at Toyota Center. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. The Kings have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. LaRavia passes to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Well, to steal a line from you, up high and down hard, Jonas Valanciunas. Go ahead, big fella.
Here's Caruso. Got it.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Monk with it. Watched by Wallace. Here's Fultz. Takes it inside.
Well, this has to contribute to Markelle Fultz's confidence. Showing right there he can get through the defense.
Williams misses. Dives for it. High post, Valanciunas. That one falls. Nice assist by Fultz.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Sacramento on top, up by 11. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Shooting for Sacramento.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. All right, a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth quarter. The duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the point. A line change here for Oklahoma City.
And the physical style Murray plays with will serve him well in this league.
Sacramento leading by 9. And Williams over to help. Holmgren against Murray. Pass to LaVine. Picked by Murray. LaVine on the take. 5 on the clock. And there's Murray. That one's good. On the assist by LaVine. And the Kings lead by 12. Outside, Williams from downtown gets the 3 to fall.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Out to Sabonis. Pass to LaVine. Picked by Sabonis. LaVine can't hit. The Thunder have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Williams in the post. He's covered by LaVine.
Woo-hoo! That's the athleticism you talked about with Jalen Williams. This guy can get off his feet in a hurry.
Oh, deflected. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Pass to Hartenstein. Williams against DeRozan. Now here's Holmgren. He's closely guarded. Here's Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Great D that time from Murray. Sacramento leading by 7. DeRozan passes to LaVine. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Picked it out of midair. Oh, they get a hand on it. Williams against DeRozan. And DeRozan, the hang time.
Oh, DeMar DeRozan gets off his feet in a hurry. I love it.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts up a deep 3. DeRozan with the rebound. Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Ellis. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Murray, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. DeRozan outside. The 3 on target from range. And now a 12-point Kings lead.
It has been years and years of productivity for DeMar DeRozan on the offensive end. This guy is just so crafted.
They get the rebound. Holmgren. Dort outside. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Sabonis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's LaVine for 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Kings.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Yeah, they salvaged a little pride here tonight. You got to come away with at least one win against a conference opponent each year.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for DeMar DeRozan.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. DeRozan passes to Ellis. The shake on the take. Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
And another miss by Oklahoma City. And so here's Sacramento. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
The officials were right on top of that one.
First free throw is good.
The line for the Kings, Domantas Sabonis.
And Sabonis drops them both. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
First team foul.
And he drops the first.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. So no problem for Sacramento as they get the... All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Greg.
you've certainly grown since your time in the league. Do you think that can lead to too many voices in the locker room?
I really don't think that's an issue, Kevin, because no matter how many coaches you have, typically they are all in sync, and the head coach has usually put his staff together, and therefore they're moving in the same direction.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Derek Lively. Kyrie Irving is out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. Now here's Irving, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Here's Hartenstein. It's deflected.
Nice D by Lively there. He can block shots both at the rim and out away from the basket.
Here's Williams. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. First quarter of play, 1 minute played, and off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ, and he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
Here's Williams.
Big time!
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Dagnall for a minute. He told me, now that team goes as Anthony Davis goes. When AD is feeling good and he's in rhythm, everything clicks. Coach said we'll need a team effort at both ends. Our communication has to be excellent, and even then, we're not going to completely stop him. Guys?
Thank you, David. The Thunder have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander over Irving. Pass to Holmgren. Dort against Thompson. Second shot opportunity. Marshall with the steal. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Anthony Davis understands the value of points in transition, getting out and finishing on the break.
The Thunder leading by 5. Right side, Dort. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Here's Irving. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity. They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know, he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
Well, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the three. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
Now Thompson, following the three-point attempt by Anthony Davis. The three, and Thompson is good for 3.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game, Klay Thompson.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense He's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Launches it. Offensive rebound. Lively the pass to Marshall. And Thompson kicks to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Irving drives in. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Slashing to the rim with so much precision and skill. Irving, nearly impossible to contain when he spots a lane and decides to drive.
Pass to Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Williams for 3. That shot missing. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 4. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Oklahoma City.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
On the floor for Dallas. Davis is out there with Derek Lively. Then there's Irving. Then it's Thompson. And it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Alden.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. David, he is fearless.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Irving can't hit.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Out to the wing. Deflects the pass. Williams passes to Hartenstein. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it goes out of bounds. That one off George. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Irving from long range. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. The question for them right now, can they maintain this winning streak? They've notched 11 in a row.
Just a fun team to watch when you get right to it. I mean, the way they're executing at both ends of the floor, it seems like they're getting better each game. Communication, ball control, ball security, defensively. They are very adaptable, and we've seen how they adjust, always learning and constantly tweaking the winning formula.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Now Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. He had a nice open look right there. Williams has got 10.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide open shooter and just gets him the ball.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Leading by 5. Here's Hartenstein. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Klay Thompson, number 1.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
The emphatic rejection. And they get it back. For three, Holmgren.
Excellent contest. Lively and intimidating defender because he's so long and has great energy at that end of the floor.
Davis kicks to Thompson. For three. Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the surprise of some, Derek Lively made an immediate impact as a rookie.
Count me amongst those folks, Kevin. I saw him in college, and I liked his potential, and I thought it would take a while longer for him to have an impact. But, boy, he has exceeded expectations in a big way. And because of his shot blocking and energy, running the floor, rim running, and the like, he's earned himself some nice minutes as a contributing player.
So it's the Thunder now, following the score by Dallas. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
So far, he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Lively the pass to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Always among the lead leaders in throwdowns. AD's tough around that rack.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. 13 points in the game. Puts up a three. And Lively pulls it down.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Now here's Thompson, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Lively with it. Dort covering. Pass to Irving from past the arc. Hands it from downtown. Irving's got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
That's the decisiveness we talk about with Irving. He's quick and right at it.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander hits the three-point bomb. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And a close game so far for the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The energy in their hometown is electric, man. You can tell these players are loving the positive attitudes.
And next up on the... Thanks for spending half...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That is his first foul of the game. The Thunder leading by 5. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Wallace. Back to Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Washington passes to Exum. Over Williams. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Boy, an excellent passer for a big man. P.J. Washington's floor awareness, impressive.
Like we were just talking, P.J. Washington has improved his defense, hasn't he?
He really has been intentional about getting better at that end of the floor. And, you know, he always had a good foundation for potentially being an outstanding defender, but then he put the work in. You know, he does a great job with his positioning. He's got excellent positional size, and because of all of that in his work, he's a versatile defender now that can make an impact at that end of the floor.
And he gets the bucket.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 4-point game. Off target with his three. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Washington kicks to Dinwiddie. Takes a three. P.J. Washington, and that's good. Washington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Williams passes to Caruso. Back to Williams. Pass to Caruso. And the rejection by Gafford. Fast break Dallas. Here's Martin. And finished off by Martin.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Caruso against Martin. Mitchell looking it over. For the three. That shot no good. Here's Dallas. They're rolling here with the 9-point run. Dinwiddie for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Boy, confident and composed. Dinwiddie did not get nervous pulling up from a different area code that time. He's got in the gym range. Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Offensive rebound. Back to Martin. This one for 3. They get it back. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. And it's a 7-point Maverick lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Caruso. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim. He ends a huge run by Dallas.
Williams with the block. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Wallace kicks to Mitchell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Spencer Dinwiddie. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 10 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch. It's obvious they've taken fewer threes here in the second half and are focused on having a more balanced offensive attack.
Caruso with the ball. Defended by Dinwiddie. And that one's good, Caruso.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Dinwiddie kicks to Martin. And here's Washington outside. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Dinwiddie against Caruso. To the paint. Here's Williams. And the slam by Williams.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Here's Exum. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Mitchell. Good. A nice assist for Williams. Mitchell's got 7 now in this quarter.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Thunder lead by... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor for Dallas, Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Derek Lively, and there's Davis, and it's Marshall in at small forward. And Davis gets it to go.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Hartenstein with the screen on Davis. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good from long range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 23 points. And Marshall kicks to Irving. Ball's knocked loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And the layup is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points here in the second half. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
They're very fresh, but also at the defensive end, how about the way they've been able to deny shot opportunities? Just tearing the opposition up in terms of denials.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Irving. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And one on Holmgren. The first one falls.
I tell you, it's so amazing to see how much raw talent Kyrie Irving has. It just seems like that ball is part of it.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Williams for 3, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Williams has got the lead up to 9 now for the Thunder. Lively the pass to Marshall. And here's Irving. Over in the corner, Marshall taken away by Williams. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Drains the three-pointer. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Kyrie Irving, what a touch from deep.
Lets it go from the wing. Second chance effort. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Dort, left side. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Dort. 6 to shoot. Now Hartenstein. Lively defending.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And on the way from Irving for 3. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Oklahoma City leading by 12. Williams scanning the floor. The tray gets in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Thunder.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Kenrich Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. They get the rebound. Lively the pass to Thompson. The three from Davis. Marshall with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Davis gets a wide open look. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both.
team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
And now Dallas' starting group. Davis out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Najee Marshall. And it's Thompson in at the 2-guard spot. Count the basket.
He's such a gifted finisher. Once Kyrie gets inside, he knows he's got you where he wants you.
Here's Levine for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Now here's Irving. The D's right on him. The rebound by Murray.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Here's DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And now in his 30s, DeRozan still possesses that trademark athleticism. He loves throwing it down.
They get it again. Davis, the pass to Lively. The 3 from Thompson. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Shot is good by Levine.
You got to know Levine is looking to shoot it whenever he can. I mean, his team depends on him scoring.
Here's Irving. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And it's out of bounds to Sacramento. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Murray inside. Davis on him. Murray, shot is good.
Yeah, just a solid play by Murray. He knows where to get his shots.
And you look at the Kings, Brett. They've had several name changes over the years of their franchise.
Before becoming the Sacramento Kings, they were the Rochester Royals, and then the Cincinnati Royals, and then the Kansas City Kings, and then all of a sudden, let's get to the West Coast, and here comes the state capital of Sacramento. It's not really affected the winning, though, has it, B.A.? It's got to be something else to be a teammate of Irving's. What a generational talent. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Levine for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
And that one's good. Thompson.
What strength there shown by Klay Thompson on the drive, focusing through the tough contact.
And it's the Kings with the ball after the basket by Dallas. Outside Murray. Sabonis with a screen on Davis. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, and Murray makes this look all too easy. Superb at throwing it down with some power.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. Outside Irving. Marshall passes to Irving. And it's all tied up. Irving's got 6 points.
Oh, great concentration from Irving. He's focused on the rim, not the contact. Love it.
Sabonis with a screen on Irving. Here's Ellis. Lively grabs the miss. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Thompson banked it in off the glass. He's got 7.
As his career has developed, Klay has added this to his arsenal, becoming more than just a shooter.
Here's Ellis. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Murray against Davis. There's 57 seconds left in the opening quarter. Irving for 3. Offensive board. Pass to Marshall. Now here's Thompson. Back to Marshall. Thompson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Hits the trifecta.
Just so remarkable and consistent from distance is Klay Thompson.
Levine against Thompson. Outside Levine. Jacks up a three. He buries it from three. Dallas has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Outside Davis. Pass to Lively. Outside Irving. Now Thompson. Here's the three. Marshall passes to Lively. Down low. Levine with a steal. Back come the Kings in transition. Here's Sabonis. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Zach LaVine, he's been the guy making things happen for... And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Sacramento's performance here. Guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Things have gone the way they wanted here in the first period.
Well, they're playing aggressive, unselfish basketball, exactly what their coach wants.
The duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Now here's DeRozan. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Marshall. It's Lively, high post. Outside for Davis. Nice touch by Davis inside.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Out to Sabonis. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Oh, size and strength, and then the length of AD getting up to jam it.
Outside Levine. On the wing, Murray. Outside for Levine. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Levine's got 11 points.
And with how well Levine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
Irving, the pass to Davis. Oh, Davis asserts himself at the rim.
Now, there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
They kick it out to Murray. Off target with the three.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Well, Brent, in his short career, Keegan Murray has shown flashes of stardom.
Yeah, and I think B.A. coming in, the idea was that Keegan Murray is going to be a complimentary wing shooter, and he's shown that he can do just that. He's taking strides as a defender, but his ability to shoot the ball and have confidence this early in his career, that's impressive.
On the wing, Murray. Back to DeRozan. Clock at 6. DeRozan, forceful inside.
And DeRozan is fearless, not afraid of getting inside and going up to score.
Back to Irving. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. The layup misses. To the paint. And Sabonis the bucket on the assist by DeRozan. And the Kings lead by 1.
This is how poised Sabonis is. Excellent at fighting off contact on the way up.
And this is a star-driven league. Talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Sacramento has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Levine for 3. And Zach LaVine from deep.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
The Mavericks have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Screen by Lively. Here's Irving. And out of bounds. The Kings will take it. And now a look at last season's most proficient free throw shooters. Number 1, Klay Thompson.
This guy is just lights out from the line. He demonstrated that last season. It really hurt teams whenever they fouled him.
Here's DeRozan. Oh, get up, DeMar. He's still got it.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Out to Thompson. Fires the three. Ellis with a rebound. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, numbers from the free throw line for DeRozan have only improved as his career has gone on.
DeRozan hits them both. Mavericks trail by 6. Outside Irving. Tries to break his ice. And the layup is up and in. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
Now here's Murray. The open shot, DeRozan. Cash money from 16 feet away. DeRozan's got 10.
Oh, the lost art of the mid-range jumper. DeRozan dialing it in.
On the wing, Thompson takes the three. DeRozan with the rebound.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Irving, the pass to Thompson. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. 13 points in the game.
Love watching Klay Thompson and that easy stroke of his.
Ellis, good. And the Kings lead by 8.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Goes up on the baseline. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's DeRozan. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. DeRozan hits them both. Knocked away. Fires from deep. Ellis, good. Ellis has got 6 here in the quarter.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
And so it's Sacramento. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Back after this.
Yeah, when Zach LaVine is rolling, he's fun to watch. An incredible athlete, dunk contest champion, multiple.
And now, not a bad. And that is going to do.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
On the court right now for Dallas. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Dante Exum is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Martin in at the 3, small forward. Out to the wing. Here's Arabia. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Here's Dinwiddie. And he banks in the layup.
Gotta love guards that can finish inside. Is Dinwiddie on that list? Absolutely.
Lyles, the pass to Monk. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Lays it up and banks it in.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Martin, the pass to Dinwiddie. The 3 from Washington. Rebound by Sacramento. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Hornets at Spectrum Center in Charlotte. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. And it's Lyles missing. Mavericks trail by 13. Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. Driving in. And the a dunk by Gafford.
Yeah, use the height, use the reach. Devastating effect, Daniel Gafford.
And so Monk will bring it up for Sacramento. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Fultz. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Kings lead by 13.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Exum's shot is off. Sacramento has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Fultz passes to Lyles. There's a screen. Here's LaRavia. He's guarded by Martin. Launches it. Nails it from three. LaRavia's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Here's Washington. Nice D from Valanciunas.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
To the inside. Nifty move. And he sinks the layup. Valanciunas has got his first basket.
Punishing inside Valanciunas, getting room to do damage.
Here's Exum. Pass to Martin. Beyond the arc. Gets the three ball to go.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
LaRavia passes to Lyles. Here's LaRavia. He's guarded by Martin. Shot on the wing. And another basket for Sacramento.
Where was the D on that one? Just too easy.
The three from Washington. Valanciunas with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Monk for three. Nails it from three. Monk's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Always ready to fire. Malik Monk looking for buckets.
Pass to Exum. Three-pointer. Rebound by Sacramento. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now. Monk with it. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Valanciunas passes to Monk. Shot clock at 6. They get it back. Up top, Fultz. It's Monk on the wing. He's guarded by Exum. Here's LaRavia. No good. Tight defense there. Bothered that shot. Mavericks trail by 20. Here's Exum. Knocks down the long J. Exum's got 6 points.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
Here's LaRavia. He's covered by Dinwiddie. From outside the arc. And it's LaRavia missing. And here's Gafford. Pass to Washington. From deep. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Sacramento leading. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Trey Lyles. Malik Monk is out there with Markelle Fultz. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's LaRavia in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Here's LaRavia. And too long on the shot.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Now here's Washington. The 3 is up. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Lyles. And the rebound goes to Dallas. After this game, they can look forward to LA, where they'll match up against the Clippers. It's the second game of 3 on the road. Sacramento leading by 14. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. It's a one-on-one situation. Fultz passes to Valanciunas. Oh, misses the dunk. Mavericks trail by 14. Dinwiddie with it. Now guarded by Monk. Here's Exum. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Dallas has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Gafford finds Martin. He buries it from 3.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
Dinwiddie against Monk. Pass to Lyles. Back to Monk. To the middle. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Kings lead by 13. Washington with the ball. Now guarded by Monk. Exum's shot is off.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Valanciunas can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 13. There's the 3. Exum's shot is off.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more 3-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Here's Dinwiddie. Rebound by Sacramento. Valanciunas has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's LaRavia. Lets the 3 fly. Drains the triple.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Now here's Exum. Let's go with a 3. Connects from downtown. Exum's got 9 points now in the second half.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Driving to the basket, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. Here's LaRavia. He's guarded by Martin. The offensive rebound. Valanciunas passes to Fultz. Sinks the tray.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Kings.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And it's clear who the better team is. They sweep the 4-game season series, just dominating them.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Zach LaVine.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball. At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
And so it's Fultz who brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. They led the game at one point by 20. To the wing, right side. 3-pointer, no good. So no problem for Sacramento as they get the win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true.
In Game 1 of the NBA season, how does opening night feel different from the rest of the season, the rest of the schedule?
Well, Kevin, it's the excitement of the unknown. Everybody comes in with the highest of expectations, right? You got new teammates, some new wrinkles, still a lot to figure out and shake out over the course of a long season.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3.
We've seen the evolution of LaVine as a three-point shooter. He's gained the confidence behind the arc, and he makes an impact there consistently.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Ellis. Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. No good with the triple. Ellis with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Murray. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. Knows where to park himself and always ready to receive the pass.
Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sacramento's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Back to DeRozan. Outside for Murray. On the wing, Ellis. Murray outside. Just 5 on the clock. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Here's Williams. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
For the Kings, they come in off the loss to the Wizards in Washington. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
It's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now here's Murray. Fires it up. Sacramento again missing.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
The kick out to Williams. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Fires for 3. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And that's now 10 points for Williams. Murray is screen on Dort. To halt the run, LaVine finds Ellis. Sabonis is screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. for three. And Sabonis with a three.
The confident lefty stroke of Sabonis on full display.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Sacramento's head coach gave me a few minutes. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Off the pass, Levine is more or less just automatic. He just lets it fly.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Ellis. Screen by Hartenstein. Down low. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Here's Levine. And Levine with the slam.
Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Pass to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Ellis. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. So for Sacramento, their last game, a loss to the Wizards. DeRozan passes to Ellis. And no good, had a chance to take the lead there. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets the three fly. It's all tied in Sacramento. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the Kings here in this one so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
On the floor for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second quarter. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. Now here's Holmgren. Coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Back to Hartenstein. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Dort. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
Offensive rebound. And that one is good from Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got the first basket of the second quarter for Oklahoma City. Here's Sabonis, and the slam dunk by Sabonis.
Showing off his strength, Sabonis powers through the foul and gets it to fall.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Well, he didn't exactly light it up for the free throw line a season ago. Shot right around 70%.
And Richard, you look back, Zach LaVine has been one of those microwave-type players. He can get hot in a blink of an eye.
Zach LaVine is one of those players that when he catches fire, there is nothing you can do about it. He can score from deep, multiple level score. And when he gets going, ooh, it could be a problem.
And so here's Sacramento after Oklahoma City gets the three. Ellis kicks to Sabonis. To the middle. Murray for three.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Back to Dort. Pass to Williams. It's Dort on the wing. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Ellis outside. Now here's Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Murray's got 6 points.
just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, it is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game. Powering that one down, Murray saw a chance to go for it and took it.
Ellis against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Here's Dort. Over Levine. The kick out to Williams. Shoots over to Rosa. Williams can't get it to go. Sacramento's gotten into trouble with the through ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. It's a bonus with the drive. Levine wide open. Pass to Murray. Outside to Rosen. Drills it from outside. And now a 3-point Kings lead.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Hartenstein with a screen on Ellis. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. No good, still playing with the cold hand. Makes him just 1 for 8. Levine kicks to Murray. His three-pointers off the mark.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Dort. Misses the three.
He's got a page stroke. That one almost dropped.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Levine and the jam by Levine.
I don't know where you've been, but everybody else knows that Zach LaVine, this man is an aerial artist. He makes the hardest dunks look so easy.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Pass to Sabonis. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Ellis has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Holmgren the screen. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. DeRozan for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. DeRozan's got 6 in the quarter.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by more.
Yo, that being said.
And now here's something that's all. Thank you for being with us.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, Jalen Williams getting it done today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's Malik Monk. Then it's Markelle Fultz. And it's LaRavia in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Here's Mitchell. Markelle Fultz making his last shot. Wallace outside. Pass to Caruso. Off target from three-point range. Kings leading now by 12. Here's LaRavia. And here's Valanciunas. Inside, Williams with the steal. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Mitchell outside. Williams has a screen for Mitchell. Offline with his three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Under trailing by 12. And RJ Malik Monk has evolved into an elite bench threat.
Has always had the game for that role. Letting him be that spark plug guy suits him perfectly. And when he's hot, he is as dangerous as anyone in this league.
Now, here's Lyons. Banked in off the glass. Lyles got the lead up to 14 now for the Kings.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
So it's the Thunder now. After the Kings pick up 2. And there it is for them.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Valanciunas passes to LaRavia. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. It's deflected. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Valanciunas with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. But no one around him. And the 3 off target.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Here's Caruso. Outside Williams. Wallace against Lyons. To the inside. It's stolen by Fultz. And now the Kings fast break. And the dunk by Lyons.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And Wallace slams it in.
Ooh, Caruso's got that good eye. He can spot any opening.
Kings leading now by 14. Monk kicks to Valanciunas. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the third. Off with the layup. Mitchell outside. From deep. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That is his first foul of the game. Thunder on D. They trail by 14. Monk, the pass to Lyles. Fultz with the ball. Back to Lyles.
An elite defensive guard. Caruso sticks to his man and plays with fantastic energy on the defensive end.
And Mitchell launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Lyles.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Monk kicks to Valanciunas. Fultz with the ball. And it's Wallace picking him up. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Williams passes to Caruso. And that one is hammered home.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
First trip to the line for him here.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander against Monk. And the dunk by Lyons.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. It's stolen by Fultz. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Kings ahead. They finish off the... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Oklahoma City looking who they've got to start the 4th quarter. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Here's Hartenstein. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward. And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Incredible range from Gilgeous-Alexander, making a tough shot look easy.
Here's LaRavia. He's guarded by Williams. Monk outside. Wide open. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the Kings lead by 18.
Monk can always give this team an infusion of energy with his shooting.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Monk. Williams with a clean look. They get it back. Hartenstein, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Kings.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the 3. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Dort kicks to Holmgren. From the arc, drills the 3-pointer. Holmgren's got his first 3 points of the game.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Back to Ellis. Pass to Levine. Now here's Ellis. Shoots. And Holmgren pulls it down.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
From the wing. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And here are the Thunder now. They're on an 11-2 run. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Wide open look here for Murray. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit still large, but now not insurmountable.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Kings leading now by 15.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the team.
Tonight they seemed committed to the 3-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And really, after losing all 3 games to this point in the matchup, guys, They have to be happy to get a win here.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Zach LaVine.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference. Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
For three, Murray. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Williams for three. Sacramento grabs the miss. And DeRozan kicks to Murray. Lets it go with a three. He doesn't hit that one. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly should. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. And so for Richard Jefferson.